Rainbow Family Life Stories by Jodey Bateman. Interviews with Rainbow Family of Living Light folks conducted between 1977 and 2008. Scanned in 2018. Jodey Bateman may be contacted on Facebook. 10.A.Fox.Cosmic.Terms, in cosmic terms. This interview was done in October 1978, when I visited Eden with my friend Doug Ward, while Doug was in the hot springs and I was at the gate with Fox. Fox, with comment by Carlos. I don't worry much because I think in cosmic terms. I know I'm immortal. This life is just an iota of my whole life. I was born in Passaic, New Jersey in 1949. I grew up in Clifton, New Jersey. There might have been some woods in New Jersey, but it ain't nothing like the forests in the Rocky Mountains. One reason I'm addicted to the forest is I've learned to appreciate them so much. My father was a Blackfoot Indian. My mother was a very hygiened Irish lady. Actually, my father was a Fox Indian. His family were from Illinois, but the white people there got too crazy. After the Black Hawk War, my father's family moved to Montana because there weren't many white people there. They joined the Piegan tribe of the Blackfoot Nation. The Blackfoots wanted my family because they were warrior folks. My grandfather was heavy into the Indian trip. He talked to me a lot about it. But my father was into becoming a Marine and a white man. After my grandfather died, the Indian trip sort of died out in our family. My father worked for the railroad in New Jersey as a diesel mechanic. I went to start off college in a Presbyterian seminary, and I realized that was nowhere, and I got a BA in philosophy and psychology in Bloomfield College in New Jersey. Then I got into altered states of consciousness, and I've been there ever since, blessed be the LSD. I was about 22 then. It was 1971. I published a review sometimes weekly, sometimes monthly after I got out of college, called the New Jersey Collegiate Review. Reviews of plays, movies, records, restaurants. We distributed the review to colleges all over New Jersey. It was a great scam. Then I was an employment counselor for AFCO Personnel Services, East Orange, New Jersey. I made lots of money, but boy, what a racket. After that I got the fuck out of New Jersey. Me and my old lady went to Big Bend National Park, Texas, and from there we went to New Mexico. Any place it was warm, because it was winter and I was tired of that New Jersey cold. Then we moved to Santa Fe. My son was born there. We ran free communal houses for brothers and sisters traveling around to crash in, and there are a lot of rainbow people passing through there, so I sure got to know a lot of them. I've been hooked into the Rainbow family for many years. I went to the gathering in Montana in 1976. It was nice. We moved into the mountains of New Mexico and created a thing called Cottage Industries, which was a takeoff on Gandhi and his trip. Gandhi said that the economic energy was leaving the rural areas, so people had to leave the places they loved to find a job, so we decided to create jobs so people could stay in rural areas. I founded a cooperative called Cottage Industries in Colorado. We did candle making and leather work at first. Then the forestry thing came to take up almost all our work. After we got our co-op set up in New Mexico, we went to Wyoming and set it up nationwide. We plant trees and then thin them and do disease control and firefighting. I've spent most of the past 6 years in the mountains above 9,000 feet, working with a chainsaw, and I'm getting my hostility out in a positive way against them trees. I'm into a cooperative head. You'd be surprised how after 6 months with a chainsaw, how mellow you get. There are a total of 115 or 120 in our co-op. About 25 or 35 of them are active in a forestry job at any one time. Soon we'll have to go up to 50 folks active. We have a tree planting contract with the Bureau of Indian Affairs near Alamogordo, New Mexico. Our co-op bought some land here in Arizona. It walked into our life. I set up a holistic healing group about 2 years ago. I'm with the All One family now at Eden Hot Springs, Arizona. We're buying the land. We're trying to have a hotel where straight people from the city can stay and get turned on to healing. So we can't have people running naked in the yard. I'm into hippie trips, but we can't do that one. We've had a crazy energy here at Eden, sort of omed out, a disorganization for years, under the philosophy you can do whatever you want, and you can't do that if you're running a $100,000 a year business. We have to charge people who come to keep up our payments on the land and provide meals and all. If you stay one day without meals and you camp outside the hotel, you pay $2.50. With meals, it's $5. They pay $15 a night to stay in the hotel. There are 25 people staying at Eden now. At the healing gatherings, we have 450. This is one of the heaviest diet places in America, mostly in terms of detox from bad nutrition, meat, and sugar. I've been on a fast for the last 6 days, eating nothing but clay and volcanic ash, and I'm really spaced out. I write science fiction, mostly metaphysical science fiction. I have more knowledge of metaphysics than I do of astronomy. If I do it, I'm happy to be doing it. After the interview, Fox went for a walk with Doug and told him he didn't like a lot that was going on at Eden. Comment by Carlos. Carlos gave this account of Eden in March 1979 at Jason and Feather's place in Luna, New Mexico, while he was waiting for the Easter Council there. I was trying to get Fred, the guru at Eden Hot Springs, to join me in building a concert hall there, and he reneged on his commitment to me. You can quote me on this. He's a money guru. I was making Adobe for it, and our agreement was that Fred was supposed to come make Adobes with me and supply my needs like eggs and cheese and yogurt. They are not supposed to use eggs or dairy products or cooked foods at Eden. It's Fred's thing about no dairy products. It isn't the other people's thing because 90% of his council use dairy products and cooked food in their little spaces. And in return, I was supposed to bring no meat on the land. I was making Adobes, but he reneged about the egg and dairy supplies. I have 3 trips that are my life: freeing the land, freeing the food, and freeing the healing. Eden isn't free land. There are only an elite few who can meet the cost of going to healing seminars at Eden, $100 to $500 depending on who the dude is who comes to give the seminar. Eden takes a percentage. It's a phony spiritual learning trip. People get so burned out after the healing seminars that they got sick, hepatitis, and staph. People at Eden were doing enemas twice a day in the fucking bathtubs and then not disinfecting the tubs. That's where the hepatitis comes from. Me and his brother Steve, principal, he's Rainbow Energy, disinfected their sauna and their tubs and their kitchen and started cooking food there. But then that was stopped and raw foods was started again. So people started cooking their food in hiding. You can't teach people. People have to teach themselves. All we can do is be examples.